Is it time to buy or sell Microsoft stock? In this video, we will explore Microsoft in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025, and we are now ready to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. Staying updated is essential for making wise investment choices. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4, available at StockInvest.us. Leverage the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 24th of April, 2025, our system has ranked Microsoft as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has surpassed our expectations, achieving a gain of 27.1% since we initially recommended purchasing Microsoft 43 days ago. This equates to an average return of 0.63% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 signifies that our system predicts significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the recent developments, we are unable to ascertain the stock's next direction, as it could potentially move in either direction. The stock is positioned within a robust and significant upward trend in the short term, indicating that further increases are expected. The current 3-month trend points to a potential change of approximately 36.92% over the next 3 months, with anticipated returns ranging between 27.35% and 40.35%. In terms of the longer horizon, our 12-month analysis suggests a projected change of negative 0.238%. Our calculations indicate that the stock's performance could vary between negative 28.2% and negative 0.238% over the coming year. In dollar terms, this would place the future price within the range of $353.47 to $491.10. Our latest daily update from Microsoft includes the headline "Evaluation of Microsoft Stock Downgraded After the Last Trading Session." The Microsoft stock price increased by approximately 0.441% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025, rising from $490.11 to $492.27. This marks a gain for 3 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see if it continues to rise or takes a brief pause in the coming days. During the last trading session, the stock fluctuated by 1.06%, with a low of $489.39 and a high of $494.56. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 4.53% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by 5 million shares, with a total of 17 million shares bought and sold, amounting to approximately $8.45 billion. It is important to note that declining volume accompanying higher prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the next few days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $494.56, while the lowest price was $344.79. Currently, the price is 0.46%, or $2.29, below the 52-week high of $494.56, which is also the all-time high for this stock. Microsoft has officially launched its first AI co-innovation lab in collaboration with the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation and the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. This initiative aims to accelerate innovation in the manufacturing sector, highlighting Microsoft's commitment to artificial intelligence and its role in operational advancements. Such strategic moves can bolster its competitive edge, potentially enhancing stock performance in both the short and long term as the company leads in emerging technologies. Additionally, prominent analysts are increasingly optimistic about Microsoft, with Dan Ives of Wedbush Securities projecting the company's value could reach $5 trillion within 18 months. This level of optimism not only reflects confidence in Microsoft's growth trajectory, but also encourages investor interest, likely leading to a higher stock price. Wedbush has raised its price target on Microsoft to $600, citing surging enterprise demand for artificial intelligence services through its Azure cloud infrastructure. This positive sentiment aligns with Microsoft's ongoing efforts to harness AI capabilities across its product suite, which could significantly drive revenue growth. However, challenges persist, including a recent lawsuit from authors claiming the unauthorized use of their works to train Microsoft's AI models. While litigation can create uncertainty, the broader narrative of innovation and strategic growth may outweigh these risks, supporting a positive outlook for Microsoft stock. With the current market landscape leaning towards technology and artificial intelligence advancements, Microsoft is poised for remarkable growth, making its stock an attractive option for investors looking to capitalize on the future of technology. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, June 25, 2025, it was reported that H.C. Wainwright assigned Microsoft a neutral rating with an initialize action. On Friday, June 13, 2025, it was reported that Wells Fargo assigned Microsoft an overweight rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, June 4, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Microsoft an overweight rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, May 21, 2025, it was reported that Evercore ISI assigned Microsoft an outperform rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, May 21, 2025, it was reported that Piper Sandler assigned Microsoft an overweight rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Microsoft stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, for return on investment, analysts rate the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Microsoft. The Microsoft stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive forecast for the stock. Moreover, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these averages, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, there will be some support at $483.31 and $462.69. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Monday, April 21, 2025, and so far, the stock has increased by 37.08%. Further growth is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, commonly known as the MAC. Notably, volume decreased during the last trading day, even as prices increased. This creates a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some additional signals that may capture your interest. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 46 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 22 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 44 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 40 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 44 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 39 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 30 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Microsoft. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $425.40 and $390.49. There is a natural risk involved when a stock tests a support level, as breaking this could lead the stock to the next support level. In this instance, Microsoft finds support just below today's level at $425.40. If this is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $390.49 and $381.35. This stock is typically traded at a good volume, and with minor daily changes, the risk is considered low. During the last day, the stock fluctuated $5.17, which is 1.06%, between its high and low. Over the last week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 1.61%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Microsoft, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal P/E ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 29th of July 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $3.35. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Microsoft. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, Microsoft encounters its first support level at $425.40. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Microsoft from various analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 16th of June, 2025, Coleman Amy conducted an insider purchase of 77,066 shares of common stock. On the 12th of June, 2025, Walmsley Emma N. made an insider purchase of 1,217 shares of restricted stock units. On the same day, Rodriguez Carlos A. conducted an insider purchase of 72 shares of restricted stock units. Also, on the 12th of June, 2025, Pritzker Penny S. conducted an insider purchase of 23,063 shares of restricted stock units. Lastly, on that same day, Peterson Sandra E. conducted an insider purchase of 43,276 shares of restricted stock units. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of 0.000. Overall, insiders purchased 0 shares and sold 0 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $477.99, reflecting a decrease of 2.9%. This stock exhibits low daily fluctuations, which contributes to a lower risk profile. However, the Relative Strength Index, or RSI, stands at 80, significantly heightening the risk. A buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 45 days ago. Is Microsoft stock a good buy? Microsoft presents several positive signals. However, we do not find them sufficient to categorize it as a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be regarded as a hold candidate, which means to hold or accumulate in this position while awaiting further developments. Due to some minor weaknesses in the technical picture, we have revised our analysis conclusion for this stock since our last evaluation from a strong buy to a hold or accumulate status. After assessing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 26th of June, we anticipate Microsoft to open lower by approximately 19.8 cents and begin trading at $492.07. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.